welcome back to Meathead Gaming. The next giveaway will be an AK and a AWP, both redline. All you have to do to be eligible to win the skin is to be subscribed to the channel and to comment on any of my videos. The winner will be announced on the 15th of June 2019. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy the video. Until next time, stay strong.
construction worker, one guy in the leather out there singing and chopping.
Yep.
exploit falling and chasing down. There's another two-man setup on the B-bomb site already before you're even close to the corner. So MiBR with a solid CT side so far, and they seem to, in some cases, have plan Bs for their plan As.
If you know the answer to that, you can send us a tweet.
I don't want to go too off topic. Actually, no, let's just leave it there.
Indeed.
AZ gets shot through the wall, and now he's dead.
He's dead.
And that's pretty much the story of all the North players in every round so far.
I don't think there's been one promising round. I actually am going to say, make the statement.
Do you remember?
There's not been a single round that's even been remotely promising.
Dan, do you remember when I said that no one has more than 3 kills apart from
Yeah, that was ages ago, Jay.
Kiabi. Well, only one other player now has 4 kills in 12 rounds.
Yep.
So the struggle is real. It's hard to kill one MiBR player at the moment, let alone 5.
You can see why Zeus was like a bit giddy and smiley when he's talking about, haha, we got Inferno. you can see that's definitely something to that. Obviously a good look for MiBR, but North's not having a good time here.
He's made it to 5 kills. But again, to no avail. It's 11 rounds in a row for MiBR. So things are looking pretty solid for MiBR for now.
There's a lot of focus continually towards the A bomb site. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Cold's got so many kills. Is because I don't think North have taken B once. Have they taken B once? I don't think they have.
They've attempted it.
They've not gotten past it. They've not gotten into the bomb site once.
They've been thwarted by the police repeatedly.
Beyond the pistol.
They've got the phone taps. They know ahead of time what is planned.
Alright, False has got a good angle here. That smoke not covering. Key spot there. So North, really obsessed with going towards A. It's very difficult to make A work if you don't have anyone going through Arch. Let's see if they can somehow pull this one off. COldzera go 22 for 2, Jay. See, he's down to 18 HP.
You've got to be rooting for him at this point to just get some crazy stats at least at half time, which is not too far.
Top of you, it doesn't matter what's going on. Here it feels like North just get slowed down to a point where they're just playing at a halt. There's a great movement there from Taka with the AWP, that said. And he's going to go deep for the flick. Doesn't quite land it though. Big peak coming in from North, and they're actually going to be pushing up mid pretty fast. And again, I feel as though, James, we have not seen any action on B in this half except the pistol. They've not, the 2 other times they went towards Banana, they didn't even get past the initial choke points. That is very strange. Isn't that, am I crazy? Isn't that strange?
You are crazy.
I know, okay, well...
I don't know what you're talking about there.
Indeed. So... Oh no! Oh, thank God! They turn around to take down Fur. Maybe a round is possible now. Taco in the library position is doing some additional damage. The bomb is coming through the balcony. There's plenty of time to get onto the bomb site. Although the off angle from Fur is not going to be expected. Like they were in a practice and just like, yeah, we're only going to go towards A in our buy rounds. And it's like they're trying to practice something, even if it doesn't work like 50 times in a row. It's like it's just for practice. It almost felt like that. They just came out so flat. It's crazy. Either way, it is going to be the pistol for the second half, and perhaps redemption can be found on their CT side. Although MiBR are looking pretty damn dangerous recently, and this is looking, or this is shaping up, I think, to be a tournament where we could see some excellent Counter-Strike from them, and just making some noise towards Banana. Nothing too much going on over there for clearing the apartments as he is wont to do. And we're starting this half, and COldzera is already 24 for 3. So I'm kind of curious where he's going to end up by the end of this one.
Well, I mean, potentially there might not be so many rounds to really try and rack up some more kills. Pistol will be important for North, and there's a balcony burst for MiBR. Out goes Taco into a short position. He's good for 1, and Fallen will finish after second. COldzera clearing the site now, and he will plant the bomb. Quite safe. 3 versus 3 retake situation. Nobody coming from Banana, so Phelps will be out of action for a few seconds as the CTs try to clear a pathway to that bomb.
Yeah, this is actually a really cool round from MiBR. I like how they set this one up, but can they close it down as well? Oh, Face. He's going to find a good timing, isn't he? Just straight through this smoke. 1 HP. I can't believe it. You are pumping bullets into him. If you can't win a round in which you're not very favoured, anyway, you kind of need it to work out into your favour. So if they go for a situation like this, you know, the question is, are they going to sacrifice firepower, or are they going to focus on utility? sorry, will they focus on will they focus on firepower? Because they can't get everything. We've got to look at this stack here. Oh my days! These stacks are surprisingly effective.
I like a stack in that corner where the two players in the corner have deagles, because again you are protected from the grenades. You're going to get a.
And they've got a good opportunity now with the superior firepower to start building. And already we'll have Fallen and Phelps trying to pressure Banana. A couple players here. This is pretty critical that this goes well for North. I'm afraid for them though, James. The flashbang comes in, that'll force them back a little bit.
Yeah, MiBR look up a lot better prepared for Inferno than North do at the moment. There's a smoke off towards the top. That might be an indicator, but you never know if a pop flash is going to come through. And less likely though with the smoke up like that. MiBR waiting for the arch smoke to go away. So there's a potential wrap towards the B bomb site. They need to deal with Gade first, however, who's starting to creep up, scoped in already. And off he runs. And I think that was heard by Taco. So what is the timing like though? 45 seconds on the clock. And MiBR not committing to the B bomb site. First seems certain that he has a chase to make. Flashbang will be heard. He's lost Taco towards top Banana. Fur in CT spawn now. Things are getting pretty damn weird. 25 seconds. He knows someone's here somewhere, but will he find the right angle at the right time? Gate turns around just at the wrong time and off they go.
So MiBR into that B bomb site, or at least trying to. Still two players, still two CTs there. There's no time to really clear the site effectively, but they will be a fight to the death. He just has to try to delay. The bomb will go down in this. The North team is an interesting one. I wonder how. I'm looking forward to seeing like where the performance at the end of this, by the end of this event, like where what the performances will be looking like, and how their future is going to be looking as well. They've got so many good players, but anyway, we'll have the buy from MiBR. They're going to force it up. They want to end it now, James. They don't want any of this saving business. Why save when you can force buy? Why not buy, James, when you can buy? As a fan of buying things, you must surely agree.
That's a good question. It's a reasonable question, Dan. Everybody can answer that. Okay, one's got support though. 30 bomb, 28 for 7. North finally starting to build some kills. Quick take of Banana. It's a good start for them. Limits the options for MiBR, and there's not much MiBR can do about it.
Yeah, the fullest of saves for them. Time to bundle in onto the B-bomb site, or at least Banana first. Making it to the B-bomb site is probably not an achievement that they will be able to find in this round at least. But now that MiBR are on the T side, we may see more rounds on B. We've already seen a round that was on B. It's so weird to me that we didn't see any B rounds really from North. So strange. In the full buy rounds.
So there's still a good opportunity for North to continue to build. Yugi posts up on Banana. He's got his teammate to throw a counter flash if needed. But I don't think he threw one. I think they just backed off, maybe feeling they could hold on to it. And they could. And they did. Taco and Fallen creeping around Banana, looking for a re-aggression. With the elevated position, there might be some warning for a pop flash play from Coffins, for example. The HE towards the old car area, nothing doing really. Fallen with 90 HP.
There's a timing here for MiBR that they will have to go, because to say North are going to work it out. They've got eyes on top mid now as well. Yugi doing more damage with the AWP. Great work from him so far. Won't polish off the fourth player, but that's okay, because I don't know that MiBR have all that much left here to do anything with. And they're trying to force their way forward. The smokes are going to be stopping them though. There's an additional player that's rotated as well. So not too much to find. I don't know how Valve missed all those bullets, frankly, but that's okay. Choke point. Yuki is repositioned, he's gone to top mid, and here's a fast play up Banana. How much is it good for though? AZ and Valley will convert. And it looks fantastic. That's how you want it to go.
Yep, another round where they can really take their advantage. I feel like it's worth being careful. You want to have a full buy, surely, and don't have shortcomings after losing so many rounds in a row. Yeah, it can be possible to have halves where you just never have a full buy, like we saw in some of the games previously. And that can just be handicapping yourself for no good reason. First been lost early. MiBR keen on Banana, looking to abuse that numbers advantage. As at this point there are 2 players over towards B. A change of pace, moving in a lot faster. Jobs at risk now through that smoke, but they've fallen off the CT money on it. That's unlikely. If the purpose is to have a calculated risk to try and win a round, then we'll see how it goes.
So Yuki kicking off things well again. So Yuki's been fairly instrumental in these CT sides so far. It's been a multitude of rounds where he's gotten the first 1 or 2 kills, giving his team a decisive advantage with not just the kills but the information as well as what's happening. Utility, they'll take apartments, then come back for Banana later on, then go for the top mid take, and then decide where they'll go after that. But no James. It's Faust getting absolutely mauled by the utility.
As I said, get to 10, then focus on the 4 bite-sized chunks, and they're in a good position now with this man advantage, and MiBR are just creeping into angles and getting shot. No flashes, no anything really, just looking for a cheeky frag it seems, and it has not quite worked out for them. They've got 3 players remaining with most of their utility intact. They need to establish that top mid is not being held by North now. They'll go to a more conservative position with their advantages, their 2-man advantage. But they have no eyes on Arch, which means that a wrap is possible. You can see the North are defending from the site, so they're keeping eyes on CT spawn as well. Very, very defensive situation for North. But the benefit of this is that it will take MiBR an extremely long time to identify what exactly is going on here. So, without the knowledge for MiBR, it's not the worst thing in the world, despite the risks. Moving through to A now. There's still a crossfire with Kiabi under the balcony and 2 players on the site. It will prove hard to deal with. That Molotov didn't go deep enough, and no one's taken a lick of damage just yet for North.
This is pretty scary. Yuki misses the first shot. A trade just yet. Kirby picks up 1 Gates now, revealed his position, but they have to take that. COldzera has to find a way to take down Gates. He was 20 for 1 at one point.
Yeah. Now we have another hero AK. At this point of all around where the value is in handicapping yourself like this and having Fer on a CZ instead of an AK-47 when North are winning every single round. I just don't see the value. Just have a full buy. Put your best foot forward. If you can't win with 5 AKs, is it worth risking an attempt with 1 just to then play with 4 afterwards? ODWP. Well, here we are. Fallen waiting for a misplay, perhaps. It's sometimes going to peek from the balcony, although this would be quite a demanding flick for sure. And there's that smoke towards position once again, an exchange of grenades. Now, Valde's got to fear someone being close enough to hear that collision and a pop flash play. And he's got one of his own, fade away. And again, there will be no eyes towards Arch. And I wonder if that will compromise the positions towards B, when a certain amount of time has elapsed, if they will go back to those defensive positions looking down towards CT spawn. 39 seconds, we've got tops creeping on Banana. 3 smoke grenades for MiBR to deploy, 1 has just been thrown. And now it's 5 versus 3 on A.
Yeah, MiBR have made this difficult to know like what's going on for North, but the time is also a problem. And I don't know if they'll expect there to be nobody in the site. 2 players in pit, 1 graveyard. That's pretty interesting here for North. Can they make it work though? They'll get the initial kills. The spray is absolutely on point there for Kirby, leaving COldzera with no time to save the round. It's frankly done at this point. Only through
an AK-47, so he's you know, you might think, okay, maybe he'll pick up a weapon or something. You don't really have an opportunity in a scenario such as that. So again, I just don't know if those hero rifles, when you're in so deep, are really worthwhile. I feel like it's just making the grander task harder for themselves. Like they're looking to gambling to win a battle when the war is the main prize. And now North are just 1 round behind.
Well, and North started with 4 players on Banana at the beginning of this round. They've only got 2 on A right now, so MiBR might have a good timing with these pistols. This would be the way to do it. Of course, you know, of course this is how it's going to go. Can they finish it off though? Okay, well now it's certainly looking likely. All it took is that a good timing and punishing North when they had so many players towards Banana to get an advantageous bomb plant here on this A site.
There's basically no reason for North to save at all at this point.
Which you don't often see for teams at this level. Like, you don't often see it go like this. But MiBR, they find that unlikely rounds, and with that, they are poised to take this map.
Technically speaking, they are, but based on the 2 rounds we have seen, they aren't. They won a round with variance, but now comes the harder part, to win with the 4-buy. That's been the issue for them. It has not been a thing in this entire half. North with plenty of utility, just waiting, again passive positions. So Yugi's lined up for a shot, anything goes wrong and the smoke will be deployed and it'll be a fast one. Bouncing off the short wall. There he goes. AZ just deployed a different grenade. Quick peek and he'll spot 1 or 2 players. Maybe just the one top of Banana. No bomb spotted on the radar, but Valdez on his way towards B.
So this is what I'm talking about too. This is something that MiBR have been doing better on their T side. Lots of presence towards Banana. They void it, and there's this window of time where North don't know 100% whether it's going to be B or A, and they've got a 2-3 setup instead of a 1-4 setup, which would be obviously more ideal. And here it is, Kirby with
opinion. But here we are, Desert Eagle and a Mac 10. Maybe this is the buy for MiBR. Maybe auto buy is the way forward. If you can't buy with a 4-buy, can't win with a 4-buy, who knows? Random select, get the negatives out. Or some grenades towards second mid, attempted at least. MiBR with a slow start, looking to avoid any initial gimmicks, shenanigans, grenades from the likes of North. Minute 20 on the clock, probably a minute to go before a push comes.
So, a quick interesting thing, Gade threw a smoke on Banana, which slowed down the T's. There are still 2 more smokes that can be deployed on Banana because Gade has actually been playing A. So, that's a lot of time that North can still delay any push towards the B-bomb site. And also, it may cause MiBR to sort of miscount the grenades, because if they see a 3rd smoke there, or what would effectively be a 3rd smoke, they may start asking questions about how many players are even on that bomb site. Maybe they force the issue anyway. Nade's coming in. Arch play as well. They're going for a B split. It's one of the more finicky strategies, but can it work? It comes down to the duels, and Kirby's going to slap down Taco and Fern. This has not worked out for MiBR. They could go for a desperate rotation back to A with less than 20 seconds.
It's a big gamble. You get the sound cues. Now, in that break, can they find anything different? A solution to the issues they've had. I feel like some have been self-inflicted, some maybe not. Molly's towards Banana. Yugi with the AWP. Oh, he's got to be fast. That is an early frag. Very rare miss. Unusual miss. I think he probably expected to get that one, but there was no scope, and sometimes you'll be punished.
Well, Yugi was reliably getting opening kills, and he's been dealt with, I think, more effectively than I think we saw in regulation. So that's a great start for MiBR. That's the start that they were looking for so long, and they finally found it. Fer has actually been, like, COldzera, he had a great first half defending on A, but on the T side he didn't really have much impact. Fer was the guy that really has had by far the most impact on the T side. I think Fer's playing the best right now for MiBR, and he's the one to get that opening kill. And now we're going to see the nades towards A. 3 players towards B here for North. They're not convinced. There's a rotation from Valdit through Speedway. And Gade is very alone here. He's incredibly alone, James. It's like he's on an expedition in the North Pole. And the frostbite got him. And that's the round over, I think.
Yeah, this is MR3 10K, so decisions do have to be made. It's not auto by every round. And there we go, North out of position, and finally MiBR win a reasonable round, and it comes in overtime. And that might end up being a key round, the way these T halves have gone. The fact that they've won the first can be some pressure off the back. They know they've got that one round in the hole if they need to claw things back in the second half.
And this is partially to the credit of MiBR, who... So there's a couple ways that this goes. Obviously they get the opening pick on Yugi, and typically the CTs will either stack somewhere, or they will play to one side. But that's just kind of how it is going to be sometimes. So pretty simple situation overall in that regards. Nothing too much to break down. Although that said, that was like, there's only been 2 other gun rounds, one on the T side, James. So I feel like it was owed some significance in me trying to break it down because there's been so few T rounds won. But either way, that's a great flick from Yugi to start things off again.
And he escapes as well, which is fantastic. This time it is in favour of North. So MiBR have shown some presence towards Banana. They've taken it. They've forced the CTs to post up smokes, and they've backed away quietly. It seems they may have some more grenades in mind. They've got the bomb in tow, so it could be the push with Taco cutting off rotators, moving into mid, showing some presence there, some flashes by himself. 3 players still towards A and 2 towards B, but this time Gade has vision towards top mid, and with that Yugi will rotate towards the B bomb site, and he could get there just in time. He's got full grenades, so he can get those flashes into the pool position for his teammates. Gade going on an investigation in the meantime. There is time for MiBR, and they've got the bombs slowly rotating back towards A, maybe feeling like they've got issues on B, and they're not wrong. The boiler though could be the determining factor. COldzera going for some frag.
That rounds towards A to stifle any efforts from MiBR.
3 players start towards B for North. Some help with supplementary grenades. And again, you can have that A player drop a smoke so the B players can hold position for longer. Double Molotovs towards the half wall. And we've got the grenades raining in as well. Fallen is left by the tree. Tree of woe, perhaps. But most of his teammates are in tow. They've taken position, and maybe the time they'll try and catch by surprise. Varley not quite hitting the mark there, but AZ will certainly do so. He's got a smoke to his advantage as well, and MiBR do not know what lies behind that. And the Sentry will be dropped, but Fer was boosted for a time. Didn't see anything he could really take advantage of. They're a man down as well. That's a quick second smoke, which could suggest that there are 2 CTs on the B bomb site. It wasn't so long ago that we saw some more smoke grenades from North. That was presumably Valde's smoke. But for all MiBR know, A may be a better choice.
Yeah, it's so hard to know. Some nades on top of the new box there. AZ up towards Coffins. He is a scary man to be up against. Rounds have been few and far between.
Taco not shy to look for a flick if there's a wide swing, but he will not outstay his welcome. So it's Phelps' turn to be up on the balcony, trampling on the flowers. There's probably some kind of rights group for that somewhere. Society for the Protection of Daffodils. If it exists, there's somebody to be offended for it. 4 players towards A for MiBR. Fallen happy, he's content jump spotting. He's got the exo jump and he's bouncing around. 1 minute on the clock for North, and it looks like they want to establish control of the banana position. They've got the chain flashes, and Fallen will be forced away ever so slightly, and that will pull Fur towards the B-bomb sites as well. They continue to pressure. These positions are hard to fall back from, but he is just slowly readjusting. So Fur will be the initial engager at this point. 45 seconds on the clock, and Kiabi has something to offer towards the A-bomb site to deny information. He is carrying the bomb as well, so it looks like maybe some kind of fake will be served towards B.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see how it goes in the execution of it all. And usually just to sell a fake, you do need to get a kill to really sell it. So see if they can do that. Well, there's the kill. Valde picks it up pretty much immediately, and indeed, as soon as the kill happens, both Cold and Taco evacuate the A-bomb site, but that's exactly the moment when they lose Phelps. The timings here are great from North. You know what, this is looking really good. 4 versus...
Like how MiBR will feel if they lose after that first half. It would be so bizarre, a game of Counter-Strike. But here we are. Let's see what they can do. Falling with the 1 AWP. Some nice grenades will leave Yugi on half health at the beginning of the rounds. And this time, rather than a take of all of Banana, it will be the half wall with Molotovs behind it. Okay, standard Fallen stuff. He likes to spam there. He will fire off a good 5 to 7 bullets, but he's instantly rotating, expecting the avoid Fallen game. He's over towards A.
Yeah, he's being replaced by Phelps though, so that's cool. I think in a situation like this, it's completely fine. If North go too slow, what will happen is MiBR will take an info play towards top mid, which is what Fallen is doing right now, and so they can rotate in time. So you've got to beat this timing of the information play of MiBR, which I think North are just about going to be able to do. They'll throw all the flashbangs forwards. He's found himself a fantastic angle from first oranges, and this is a great conversion. Just gave them how gutted they would be.
One more round for MiBR to claw back. They've got a good buy. Fallen has changed his position, and you can only jiggle so many times. Fallen will punish you for it. One of the worst AWPers to jiggle against. Last round it was a shot in the head through the wall. This time it's from elevation. And it resets. He could be around the corner. He could be waiting for you. So he's going to force you to use utility unless you want to take more risks and lose another player. 4 versus 5 for North, and they quietly move towards the A site where 3 players await.
And so last time Fallen did what most AWPers will do, which is they'll rotate towards Boiler from after being spotted towards Banana. Fallen is playing deep on the B-bomb side this time. So keeps mixing it up. North not really caring about that, are just going towards the top mid take, and Taco in the dark position. Oh god, no one's spotting for this. No one's spotting for this. They line up for Taco. That is absolutely disastrous. Oh god, I cannot believe it. Kirby is going to try to save the day here, but it's surely too much. Getting peeked from all over the place. He finds multiple 1v1s. I don't know how he's managed to pull that one off. He's got 20 seconds. The bomb is lost towards the cubby. How does he do this?
Fallen running away. They can just defend bomb plants at this point. It's a long rotation. If he found a way to frag COldzera, Fallen's almost on speedway already. 9 seconds to figure out where COldzera.
It's horrible for MiBR into that second half, and now the double AWPs coming out straight away from MiBR. I like it. Taco's been playing well with this AWP. I like it.
Some shots through the wall, a faster approach from North, and there's a smoke up top. That could invite variance. Do you really want to try and creep behind it? Oh, Valde may be spotted, but he's alive, and Fur is not. Fallen moving forward. Battle Sniper ready for action. He may take the top off Banana, and that might be some important information for his team. He's got POVs here for support. I think he's holding, he's holding a flashbang from the Coffin's position. You can see Fallen playing anti-flash. Anti-flash waiting for counter-flash. But North go passive on Banana. They start to approach A, clear out the apartments, deny information towards the top of mid. There's a flash for Taco. He goes to approach Boiler. Minutes on the clock for North. 4 of the 5 players looking to burst top mid, it seems, but no one's flashed them in, waiting for a peak and overextension from MiBR to worsen the issues for them.
Yeah, and you can see exactly the reason why he can't peek deeper than the Boiler angle. Yugi was just holding that angle, which is a very expected spot to be holding with an AWP at this time in the round. And Phelps playing really close to the smoke. He needs a timing. It needs to be a flash, needs to be something. They've got to get kills before the push comes in. That's pretty much the only way that MiBR hold this. And once again, we get the cubby spot. They're checking it. The flashbang is absolutely monumental. Cold gets himself 3, and that turns around on his head just like that snap of the fingers, and they are gone. Cold going for the ace here, looking for a good timing for the repeak there, knows when he's bitten off too much, and he's going to hold back. The bomb is lost, there's no time, and Valid will just hold on to his gun. But COldzera, he's back at it again on the CT side, James. He's powered up when he's on the CT side.
Can they get a clean sweep though? I feel like a clean sweep on the CT side from one of these teams would be insurmountable. That's 1 of 3 for MiBR. The 2 AWPs continue. Fallen and Taco had so much success with those in normal time. A shot, no connection. Taco wonders where most of his health has gone, but he's still alive. Phelps in the arch position. The arch position has been an issue for North in the regulation rounds. Again, just taking a player out of there entirely. You know, there was one round where North found themselves in TT spawn, but it was still fighting players in the arch/library position, which determined a lot of that round. So there are smokes deep. 40 seconds, and again, it's just edging forward bit by bit, trying to figure out the makeup on the CT side, forced away from the pit into the open. Double stack though could be an issue, but the flashbangs will... It seems both squads will have a reasonable buy. Taco no grenades with his second AWP, again relying on the second sniper rifle, prioritizing. Let's see what the initial approach to Banana is like. Deep grenade from North, but Fallen has no challenge after that, no Molotov. And we've got a 2-man push from MiBR in the apartments as well. Taco with a cheeky kick towards the balcony position. He's missed his shot. That is a brutal miss, but the cleanup operation is stellar by MiBR. It's spotless.
Yeah, you know what? Like missing that doesn't mean a thing if that is the result. That's a great result. 3 kills, 1 death. I think the kill for AZ was by Fallen though. I think AZ was at the top of pit, top of the ramp, and he got nailed in the face. And the dance, how does he... Wait a second, how does Fer take no damage there? Did the bullet hit the grenade as it came out or something? Who knows? Looked like that shot was on.
But the bomb is with, on the other side of the smoke grenade. Yugi waiting for a rotation. He's got 49 seconds in a 1 versus 4 to stop MiBR from taking the 1-round lead at the next half time. And there's a re-smoke. That's not what you want. Hanfer has got another smoke. CT sides galore. Let's see how the beginning is. What is the approach towards Banana? We've got smokes towards the tree. Maybe we'll see double grenades. Gabe, 3rd man towards B, will rotate back towards A, leaving Valde and AZ both with smokes. They'll look to control for a while.
Quiet start from North, really passive, just having a lot of utility. Top Banana for MiBR now, and perhaps soon top middle as well. Yugi is holding it from a typical position with the AWP. So MiBR slowed their timing right down, and you can see they've avoided all utility damage due to that. Fur will arrive at the top of middle, and it looks like we'll get a pretty deep smoke. They're going towards library. Yugi asking questions now, really starting to wonder what the hell is going on. Hello, there's Fur, and he should get some assistance coming in as well. Great indeed, rotation from Gabe, but will he be quick enough? MiBR only have 2 players to deal with on the bomb site, but it may be two players too many.
15 seconds left on the bomb. That is a huge... That was a pretty tight one. Close, but not quite. As far as the MiBR are concerned. Lots of whooping at the end of that round from North on the stage. We are round number 41.
Some good damage early on, some chip damage, which means that, oh, Fur taking some grenade damage as well. That's always very useful because it will turn the Yorks into, well, it allows the Yorks to kill in one shot if they get a headshot, as opposed to needing that follow-up bullet after a dink. Always very nice. MiBR. No banana control for them. North pressing on banana, or at least trying to. Smoke might slow them down. Phelps is trying to occupy their attention, but he's going to get taken down by Yugi. Good effort there, and they'll spot that there's nothing really else going on towards banana. Surely they'll rotate someone, but in comes the push. Taco opening it up there, slicing open that A-bomb site, and this is a huge problem for North.
Indeed it has. Such an important headshot from Fur. And they're forced to fall away. Yugi and AZ, again, $10,000 at the start. They need to spread that wealth in the round to come. MiBR heavily protecting this bomb. Is this the round that helps them secure victory? Surviving for MiBR. Maybe they've unlocked the solution in this vacuum to the T sides of Inferno.
What is the solution?
Well, I don't know.
What is the solution? I was hoping you had to come up with some...
I got shot with a Roman candle once.
Did you burn someone's hair? What did you do?
No. Nope. Nothing interesting. Bunsen burners are kind of boring.
What?
All right.
How can you say that?
21-20. Can North bring it back? They've got all the scopes in the world. There's smoke to the molly for the cheeky peek, and Fallen gets taken out. That is a very good way to start. Ooh, I did wonder. The tree position. Okay, well, he's had quite enough of this T-side nonsense from MiBR. Well, in one hand, he's had quite enough. In another hand, he's technically demanding more.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing effort from Yugi so far. He's been very consistently delivering opening picks with these AWPs on the CT side. It's so critical. And you know what? I got to say, it was bold of Phelps to jump up onto the logs. The AWP is going to beat you there if it's posted up and you got no flashbang to assist. Either way, Fur's going to find himself a kill, which is pretty important. And Fur has been so instrumental on the ET sides, so towards top mid. So that's going to distract some attention. That is such a key kill as well, because that creates all kinds of openings. You can see the Fur potentially has Arch open to him. Obviously the smoke is down. Don't want to walk through that just yet, but North only have one player on B, so they are still heavily fortified towards this A position. Flashbang comes in, not going to work out though. Fur picks up another kill. 3 versus 3 now, but 2 players in pit will be hard to surmount.
26 seconds. 3v3. It's not over just yet. Look how quiet it is. The bomb is alone in apartments. The only flashbang is in apartments. This is really, really rough. Shall be moving into more defensive positions. It's all about the bomb plant. There is the bomb lost. That is the round. Surely, unless they just run it cold, they'll get some.
Oh, yeah, it's the first time we're going to get that proper mid aggression. Valde just diving down second mid, and Taco's killed Fur, but it's a 3v3. I think MiBR are happy with this.
Yeah, can't complain too much. And they look to be approaching the bomb site now. What does AZ choose to do? He's got a smoke grenade, which certainly helps, but the aggression is being raised by both teams. Has been detected. He'll take Gate out immediately. Could have slow rolled it and tried to get a second kill if possible, but he'll take him out immediately.
To fix that by going super aggressive and giving them engagements, which they've been struggling to find. That's kind of what you don't want to do, but sometimes you just need to mix things up as well. Either way. Harassment towards Banana once again, just creating presence there, MiBR, as the bomb rotates towards apartments.
MLG levels of overtime. Almost.
Never.
Almost.
Never. Never again.
Got a few more to go before we get there.
Who was it with? Flipside CLG on Cobblestone. That's what you're referring to, isn't it, James?
I believe so.
That was a terrible game.
Fallen makes his way in towards the B bomb site. In the meantime, we have a dry balcony burst into the short position, and so far everyone's alive. But here comes stereo frags for North, one to the left, one to the right. And it seems that the success for MiBR will not be consecutive. So you never know. 29 seconds, there's 2 versus 3, essentially, on this B bomb site. The bomb's still in apartments, which means that AZ is still over towards the B bomb site. 17 seconds, COldzera creeping up. It's going to be a real slow one. Taco trying to run distraction in the meantime. There's a smoke up on Arch. You'll have to gamble creep through it. I don't know if Kiabe I think he is right
For both teams, it's very rare to see like this. I'm very curious what the desk will have to say about
Oh yes, I'm very curious as well.
I think it's very, very curious. Either way, it's going to be a fast movement up Banana there for Phelps, creating really quick presence for very little cost, which is always good. And this could catch off North because sometimes they've had 3 or 4 towards Banana at early timings. However, quick trade onto Fur. Fur has been reliably getting entry kills in difficult circumstances, so props to him. But his job is done.
Valde in that portrait almost looks like a droid 50 years in the future, built by Japan.
You what?
It's a very timely Molotov, forcing Taco into the open, and he will take that in kind. But there's a bomb now in the pit position. There's plenty of time on this occasion, and the bomb site's now been taken. They've got Phelps in the arch position. He'll hear one player towards library, but he's waiting for the second. He'll give them the information. Just plant and don't face, and the round should, and I say should, be ours.
2 T rounds. Is it happening? Looks like it might be happening here as Yugi is.
Or 2 rounds to take it to another overtime. Well, Gate gets taken out first, but there is a trade. Fallen has been an issue, a constant issue on Banana, but he's got Phelps for support again. And they will use their utility to try to secure the position. And Norfolk teams will bait out more. They'll keep 3 players towards the B bomb site. It seems they'll rush to A. Although they started to rush to A, but they don't want to give the sound cues. But I mean, how much do you want to gamble? They may think that perhaps there are additional players towards the B bomb site, but they don't necessarily know for sure.
Well, MiBR immediately went for an info play, but look how fast North are. They're already ready.
With a spray from the graveyard position, but that was a great recovery from AZ. Very, very good recovery. Very tense stuff. 23-23. There's absolutely no indication of who the favourite is at this point. It's madness. It's absolute madness. 3 players start towards B for MiBR. And COldzera will rotate without deploying his smoke grenades. MiBR lights on utility. Phelps gets his bell rung through the wall. But everyone's alive for now. No early frag for either team. 4 players for MiBR make their way towards the A-bomb site, leaving Fallen in situ again. He has been strong. Doesn't have as many kills as COldzera, but sometimes it's about the impact frags.
Flash with top mids. However, MiBR have doubled down their defense on top mids, and so North will likely have a hard time to break this without perfect use of utility. And Taco in the cubby. There's support utility so that he can stay.
The tournament, so for either side, there is time to recover. but it's not ideal, is it? It's far from ideal. But let's see what they can do. They've got a lot of SMGs and Fallen with the AWP. And Fallen's been so important to just have alone on Banana in so many situations with that AWP. He's scary to go against. He's gonna frag you in a lot of cases, especially with going back to normal time. Some of the just dry jiggles we've seen and lack of efficiency with just simple flashbangs on Banana. At least simple enough to deter him. You might see one or two, but he's often gone back to the well. This time he'll be boosting his teammate up, so Fer will be left alone. I mean, they've expected Fallen to be the protector of Banana for so many rounds that he will try to surprise them on the A bomb site.
Yeah, and especially because Taco can't afford an AWP himself, it's nice to have that direct AWP support towards this bomb site for this reason, for the reason that you can get these peeks in towards Boiler and safely fall back, or a flash play for a deeper peek towards top middle. If you get that kill, you get that information, it is so rewarding. And it's so difficult though to make it work. Is there a trade? Absolutely. Valdi was in position and it begins onto the A-bomb side here. These lowly SMGs, can they do the damage?
The smokes are so important for MiBR, but they will soon be gone. COldzera, can he get the multi-frag? Taco's in position to try and stop the